Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Indian Bull vs Bear. This is the first video of a new video series, Star Sectors of the Month. In this series, I'll share best 3 and worst 3 sectors for every month based on 10 years of historical data of Indian stock market. I have ranked the sectors based on two criteria: returns and consistency. There are total 67 sectors which I have picked from screener.in. I have analyzed the share price movement of top 10 companies of every sector over the last 10 years. This is the information which has never been existed in the public domain till now. Retail users have never have this available to them, which has prevented them to maximize their returns. Big fund houses often deploy huge dedicated teams for discovering and maintaining such information. So let's see the best and worst three sectors for the upcoming month of April. Before moving on, please read the entire disclaimer carefully. Also, this video is for educational purpose only. There is no buy, hold, or sell recommendation. So the first analysis criteria is the returns. This graph shows the returns of top 10 sectors in the month of April over the last 10 years. The green bar here shows the returns in percentage. The green lines shows the number of years with positive returns, and the red lines shows the number of years with negative returns. So the sector at number 1 has given average returns of 12.34% in the month of April over the last 10 years. The positive years to negative year ratio is 9 is to 1. Moving on, the sector at number 2 has given the average returns of 12.19% with 8 positive years and 2 negative years. The sector at number 3 has given average returns of 11.85% with 9 positive and 1 negative year. Next sector has given returns of 10.79% with 9 positive and 1 negative year. Next sector has given the average returns of 10.72% over the course of last 10 years in the month of April with 9 positive years and 1 negative year. Next sector has given average returns of 10.58% with 8 positive and 2 negative. Next sector has given average returns of 10.43% with 9 positive and 1 negative year. Next sector has given average returns of 10.28 with 8 positive and 2 negative. Next sector has given average returns of 10.03% with 9 positive and 1 negative. And the sector at number 10 has given average returns of 9.76% with 8 positive and 2 negative. So let's see the best three sectors based on returns. At number 3 is edible oil sector with 11.85% returns and positive to negative year ratio of 9 is to 1. At number 2 is petrochemical sector with 12.19% average returns and 8 is to 2 positive to negative year ratio. And the best of all sectors based on the returns is the sugar sector with 12.34% average returns and 9 is to 1 positive to negative year ratio. Now let's see the worst 10 sectors. So this graph shows the returns of worst 10 sectors. The sector at number 10 has given average returns of 3.56% with 5 positive and 5 negative years. Next sector has given 3.36% with 8 positive and 2 negative years. Next sector has given 3.14% returns with 7 positive and 3 negative years. Next sector has given returns of 3.11% with 7 positive and 3 negative years. The next sector has given returns of 2.97% with 6 positive and 4 negative years. The next sector has given average returns of 2.83% in the month of April with 7 positive and 3 negative years. The next sector has given returns of 2.65% with 8 positive and 2 negative. The next sector has given returns of 2.39%. These are the average returns with 7 positive and 3 negative. Next sector has given 2.22% average returns in the month of April over the period of last 10 years with 7 positive years and 3 negative years. And the worst of all sector has given 0.04% returns only with 6 negative and 4 positive years. So let's see the worst three sectors based on returns. So at number 3 is FMCG sector with 2.39% returns with positive to negative year ratio of 7.3%, 7.3. At number 2 is logistics sector with average return of 2.22% and positive to negative year ratio of 7 is to 3. And the worst of all sector, the worst sector of all in terms of returns is the IT software sector with 0.04% return only in the month of April over last 10 years, and the positive to negative month year ratio is 4 is to 6. Now let's see the sectors based on consistency. So this is the second analysis criteria in which I have considered the consistency rather than the returns in order to rank the sectors. So this graph shows the consistency of top 10 sectors for the month of April. The first sector has given positive returns in all the 10 years. So as the sector at number 2 and at number 3, all of these three sectors have given positive returns in all the last 10 years in the month of April. The average returns are shown by this blue line over here, with the first sector giving average returns of 9.71, second with 9.54, and the third with 5.07% returns. Next, seven sectors all have given positive returns in month of April 9 times out of 10 in the last 10 years. So all seven of these sectors have given positive returns 9 times and given negative return only 1 year in the last 10 years. The average returns are 12.34%, 11.85%, 10.79%, 10.72%, 10.43%, 10.03%, and 9.59% respectively. So let's see the best three sectors based on consistency. So at number 3 is the gas distribution sector with 10 positive returns in last 10 years and 0 negative returns. The average returns are 5.07%. At number 2 is steel sector, again with 10 is to 0 positive to negative year ratio and the average returns of 9.54. And the best sector is the packaging sector, again with 10 is to 0 positive to negative year ratio, and the average returns of this sector are 9.71%. Now let's see the worst uh, 10 sectors in terms of consistency. So this graph shows that so the sector at number 10 has given positive returns 7 years and negative returns 3 years with average returns of 3.11%. The next three sectors as well have given positive returns 7 times in the last 10 years and negative returns 3 times in the last 10 years. The average returns are 2.83%, 2.39%, and 2.22% respectively. Next three sectors have given positive returns 6 times in the last 10 years and negative returns 4 times. The average returns are 5.84%, 5.41%, and 2.97%. The next two sectors have given positive returns 5 times in the last 10 years and negative returns 5 times. The average returns of these two sectors are 4.53% and 3.56%. And the worst sector of all has given positive returns only 4 times out of last 10 years and has given negative returns 6 times. The average returns are 0.04%. So let's see the worst three sectors based on consistency. At number three is power distribution and power generation distribution sector with 5 is to 5 ratio of positive to negative and average returns of 4.53. At number two is auto ancillary sector, again with a positive to negative year ratio of 5 is to 5 and the average returns of 3.56. And the worst of all sector is IT software sector with positive to negative year ratio of 4 is to 6 and the average returns of 0.04%. So that is all from my side in this video. Be a smart investor and use this information for your advantage. Please spread the word and share this video with all your friends and family. Everyone deserves equal opportunities in Indian stock market. I'll be back with next video on this series in the last week of next month. Remain tuned to my channel and in the meantime watch other similar important educational and informative videos on my channel. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, like and comment. Goodbye for now.